If you are stuck, overwhelmed, or just simply confused about healthy eating, you have come to the right place. Thanks for joining me on this video. I'm Andrea Hallwegner, registered dietitian for close to 20 years and CEO of Health Stand Nutrition. Today I am talking about how to get unstuck and where do you begin when things haven't been going well when it comes to healthy eating. I'm also going to invite you to come and join me at an upcoming free public webinar that I have going on October 23rd, 24th, 25th. It's called Why Clean Eating is Destined to Fail and What to Do Instead. So if you'd like to find out more of those details, you can go on over to register www.pursuithealthiness.com/webinar. I would love to see you there for a balanced living discussion that won't allow you or require you to be perfect, but instead really talk to you as a regular Joe Schmo or a Jane Doe that is looking for such practical ideas that you can actually implement for life and sustain them and enjoy things. That is what we are going to be talking about on that webinar. So I'm willing to bet that each and every one of you, whoever I'm speaking to on this video, wants to be healthy. But I know that a lot of stuff gets in the way. As a busy working parent myself, despite being a dietitian, it can be really tough to make the right choices, to take the time to get all of the meal planning choices in order. And then if you don't have a nutrition degree like myself, I'm assuming that it can be very overwhelming trying to sift and sort through all of the different information that you can see both online and coming through your social media feeds to try and figure out like what should you actually eat and what is even really good to eat with all of the different trends and myths and things that are coming through your inbox. So if you're finding that a juggle, you are not alone. This is the stuff that we pretty much spend time talking about every single day in our office here with the team of our dietitians. And in order to make things a little bit simpler, I wanted to give you a sense for a couple of key things when we're breaking down how to get unstuck when we start to navigate the piece of nutrition. And the first thing I want to talk a little bit about is the mindset piece, because at the end of the day, I believe that mindset is absolutely everything. And the mindset of being a nutritional perfectionist is going to get you into trouble. If there's one thing that you can think about when you have become derailed in your meal planning for the week, or maybe over consuming in the evening because it was a stressful day, whatever might be going on, what I want you to do is really look forward to thinking of things in a forward learning perspective. So one of the mantras that I follow on both a personal level and include when I'm teaching anything on nutrition is the concept of failing forward. And when we fail forward with our nutrition, it doesn't require us to get things right. It just requires us to get things a little bit better the next time. So if you're struggling with whatever is coming through your household this week, what I want you to think about is, okay, so things didn't really go great today, or I didn't make the healthiest choice, but how can I fail forward with that? And if you can look at that as a positive and really look at what didn't go well, those failures, as the opportunity to innovate your next step and move forward with something a little different, the next time you run into that same issue, you're going to be just a little bit more compassionate and gentle on yourself, and chances are a heck of a lot more successful. So perfectionism is like the death of what I see really forward movement in any of our clients to be. So failing forward, ditching that perfectionistic mindset is going to be one of the most important mindset shifts when you get back on track in your everyday healthy eating plan. What I want to get through here is I want to give you a sense as to if this concept of sort of failing forward and not requiring you to be a nutritional beacon of perfection is an appealing type of philosophy for you, I want you to come on over and join me on my upcoming webinar. It's free. Anyone can join, and we're going to have a fascinating discussion. I've got lots in store for you where we're really going to dive into ditching dieting, rocking meal planning, and helping you to move towards your personal best weight. Still eating foods you love. I'm not going to require you to do any sort of extreme makeovers, extreme clean eating regimes that is not any fun. Instead, we're really going to be talking about everyday practical stuff that real normal people could actually benefit from. So if this sounds like for you, I want you to hop on over to pursuithealthiness.com/webinar, and you can pick one of the 3 times I'm going to be hosting the webinar live, and I can't wait to see you there. So to give you a sense as to what I'm going to be talking about, there's 5 key things I'm going to cover in this upcoming webinar. The first thing is I want to dive into the 5 stages of an eating success plan. There are 5 stages no matter who we see in our office, no matter what you're coming to see us for nutrition counseling. And I want to break them all down for you to give you a sense as to, okay, out of all of those 5 steps and stages, where might be the more challenging pieces that you need a little bit more work on. The second thing I'm going to dive into is the 3 most important mindset shifts that are going to be important for nutrition success. So I alluded a little bit to the mindset shift of failing forward and ditching a perfectionistic approach to nutrition. Absolutely, this is going to be the heart of really the shift in the 3 mindset shifts that I'm going to be talking about on my upcoming webinar. The third thing I want to talk about in this webinar is how to design the best diet, or even better word would be the best lifestyle, because we all know that the word diet has the word die in it and it starts to make you feel deprived already. How do you design the best eating plan or the eating lifestyle that's going to move you forward with meal planning success, health, and overall moving you towards that personal best weight? So I'm going to talk about that and what the science shows and what I really think you should be eating. Oftentimes people will say, well, is this going to be meat eating or vegetarian? Hey, you can be healthy following a whole bunch of different things. I want you to come and really learn about just assessing where you're at yourself and making sure that it really makes sense for the type of eater that you really are. Which brings me to number 4. I'm going to be talking about how to determine your food personality profile. In this exercise we're going to be doing on the webinar, I'm going to help you just walk through, really thinking through what is going to work for your cooking style, food preferences, family dynamic, overall philosophy around foods, and what you really like at the end of the day. So we're going to walk through that. Number 5, we're going to get into why most meal plans fail and what to do to create really fast, easy systems that are going to just make things a little bit easier. So we've spent lots of time in our office here as dietitians trying to kind of crack the code on how do we teach meal planning for people that love to cook, people that hate to cook, people that love tons of leftovers and they don't want to cook very often, and then also foodie type people like myself. What are you doing there so that there's enough variety that you're going to enjoy what you're eating? So we've got definitely a really good system that we teach on meal planning, and I'm going to walk through that in the webinar if you want to come and check that out. And number 6, my personal favorite, we're going to dive into why fun and flexibility is absolutely essential in developing a healthy relationship with food in your body. One of the core messages that I always talk about is that you can eat anything, just not everything. And that the secret to success is really about being intentional about your eating choices. So if you've fallen off the wagon for everyday healthy eating, that is really the premise we're going to start and work from. And then I'm going to give you just some more of those practical hints on how to actually put that into place. So this training on my webinar is for you if you are someone that is not interested in following some sort of a restrictive eating regime, or you've had a yo-yo dieting history and you are looking for a fresh approach to help you break out of diet prison and come up with something that just works a little bit easier for both you and your family. You are my people. Come and follow the upcoming webinar. I can't wait to see you there. So again, you can register at pursuithealthiness.com/webinar. And I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much.